I've seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the boss that's here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. It's up to Choco, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You're Choco Choco, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erica and Marissa have seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of I Hate It Here. My name's Erica.
I'm Marissa.
And thank you for hopping on the HotMess Express.
All aboard. Welcome to the HotMess Express. Choo choo.
All right, Marissa, here we are, another edition of The Morning After. Which, let me tell you, I was clipping last month's show, because we do this once a month.
Yes.
And I was dying laughing. I was dying laughing at freaking Chappie coming on here and divulging the information that he did, because, again, you would have had to waterboard me to tell that story that he did.
No, I'm taking that to the grave. I would have never said it out loud. It didn't
Or else,
happen.
maybe like you or like a group of friends, I don't know. I don't think I can get on a public show and share that type of story, but he did, and God bless him for that.
And we love him for that. Yes.
We do love him for that. We have Helen that's going to be popping up with us in a bit. So let's not, we're not going to get into our rant and throw this train off the rails. But Marissa, I do have a little, I found a great story, kind of it's the epitome of what the morning after is. So talk to everybody, let everybody know what the what the morning after is about, and then we'll play the clip so they can kind of see it in live action.
See my words represented in real life. All right.
Yes.
Love that. So the morning after is a show where we discuss the what the fuck moments of when you've had time to process that crazy scenario that happened, whether it was a drunken night, a one night stand, relationship, whatever it is. And the next day you wake up going, what the fuck just happened? That's what this show is centered around. So it could be a crazy drunken night. It could be a breakup, a hookup, a wild vacation. It could be really anything. And we kind of go off the rails here and discuss it. And then we have our co-host,
Dating correspondent.
Yes, our official dating correspondent, who comes in and shares her life experiences, because she was out there dating in these streets, right? She's actively out there. She knows people that are actively out there, because I am not. I live vicariously through these stories.
I have another video if we have enough time after the story, which is why you and I are not on the streets. And this is it reminds me why I pretend I'm going to put myself out there. Like, there's moments that I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to put myself out there and just really start dating again. Right. And then I get videos like this or stories and I'm like, oh fuck. But anyhow, speaking of the morning after, the regrets that happen, that happen after getting fucked up, or not even necessarily fucked up, but like you said, even a fight or whatever. But I'm saying fucked up because this guy is the epitome. I found him on TikTok, of course. And he is local to Houston.
Oh, okay.
He is hilarious as fuck. And I found a video of his a couple weeks ago, and I just started following him and go down the rabbit hole with his shenanigans. He's the epitome of what the show is about. So let's play the video.
Okay.
Have you ever been personally victimized by champagne? What are we doing? Why are we drinking something that has that much bubbles in it? bubble toilet trouble. We're not doing that. And don't even get me started on the bottomless mimosas of it all. $15 bottomless mimosas. No, it was supposed to be a very wholesome day, and in fact got absolutely ruined by champagne and bottomless mimosas. I acted like a complete fool. It's a wonder I didn't break my leg. No, we're not doing that. I almost ended about 3 different friendships, and I'm so sorry. It was my fault. I know I said it was your fault, but it was mine. So I do not need to be allowed to drink champagne ever. Especially at brunch, because that's at the beginning of the day. And if I do that, I'm ruining my whole entire day and night. It's over. It's done. We're not doing anything else, okay? I don't even remember what happened. But champagne is demonic. We should not be drinking that. I'm done. Where's my pitcher of water? Somebody, thank you.
Oh man, we've all been there.
All been there. And then fucking brunch, right? Now, you and I love brunch,
Yes.
right? We brunch once we make sure to do it at least once a month.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, we're going to be out and about this Saturday, but we're not brunching like that. We're responsible brunchers.
Yes. Yes.
We're not ordering the towers of mimosas that we see at a lot of these brunch places. We're not doing the flights of mimosas that all these places are offering.
No.
We are responsible brunchers now because we're boring and old.
Well, because we've learned. No, I want to call it wisdom. Let me tell you, I want to call it wisdom because we've ordered those towers, we've gotten those flights, and we've ended up looking like our bestie there. So, no, that's what happens when you're in the trenches and you're learning. We drink responsibly. We know our limits, and we're like, I gotta function.
Absolutely. And it's so crazy. Like, I was looking at that, I'm like, oh my God, the amount of drinking I used to do in like my 20s and 30s, right? But of course, again, I was like, or like I should say mid 30s, because that's when I left freaking Vegas. But like the shenanigans that I used to do, drink like that, like him, thought I was a rock star, would go to work, sleep for a little bit, go out. Like it was just, I don't even know how I kept up with that lifestyle. And like now I have like 2 drinks and I'm like, woo, calling it a day. Also because the hangovers, I refuse.
Horrible.
I refuse to have a hangover like that again.
No, it's bad. I tell you, some of the things when you remember what you used to drink, I'm like, I was out here in some fields, just random fields, just drinking God knows what, mixtures of God knows what, and I don't need to relive that. Thank God the internet wasn't as popular and nobody had their internet in the pocket so that we could relive these things. It just lives in our memory, and that is it. But
right, that social media wasn't that like big. I mean, the mixing of the alcohol too. Like, I can't do that. Like, if I'm gonna do vodka that day, I'm sticking to like my 2 little drinks are gonna be vodka. If I'm doing like champagne or like mimosas or like, I'm sticking to that. I cannot be mixing anymore. I cannot be doing tequila shots. Also, no shots at all.
No shots. No shots.
No shots. Nobody does shots anymore. Or, I mean, I don't do shots anymore. Like, no, that's not happening. But no shots, no mixing tequila with wine, with espresso martinis, with like whatever else the fuck I decided I felt like drinking at that moment. No. Can't do that anymore.
No.
So anyhow,
but we love brunching. Brunching is good. Just know your limits, guys. Know your limits. And if you don't, I mean, just have the best time. Like,
his name is that guy's name is Greggy. Don't be a Greggy.
Don't be a Greggy. But if you're gonna be a Greggy, commit. Fuck the friendships. Like, if they ended, they ended. It's not my fault. You'll never catch me here.
Go all out and be feral.
Be feral. I mean, go all the way. That's the only way to do it.
I pretend there's days that I'm like, fuck it. I need one day to just be completely feral, right? Like, I just want to do, and then I like reality hits about like, again, the hangover, the after effects that happens from a night like that. And I have to realize that I can't do that.
Yeah.
Even though I really like want to go feral every once in a while. Like, my inner Vegas girl wants to just come out and just let it rip. All right. right, Marissa. So that was Greggy. That he is the epitome of the morning after. I love it. You guys go follow him at Greggy Brittany on TikTok. He's fucking hilarious. But all right, guys. So
sorry, quick thing. If Flucky just flagged that the sound keeps going in and out, so just let us know in the chat. Is that for everyone or
for Marissa?
Is it just him? Just because is it just for Erica? Is it for me? Is it for both? Let us know, please.
Oh yeah, thank you. All right, guys. So getting into while we wait for Helen to come on board. Oh, she is on board. She just has her camera off. I didn't realize. I didn't hear the little ding of her coming in. But before we get her up here, producer Adam sent a story for us. And I was just like, this is so crazy, and I need to hear what you guys think about this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the story goes, my husband is heavily involved in an online game in which members roleplay as characters in a town. Okay. So like a Sims type of, like, I don't know, type of thing. I guess. I don't know.
My mind immediately went Minecraft. I don't know why it did.
Maybe.
It's my kids, guys. It's my kids, but okay.
But it's one of those. Each member has jobs and roles within the town. There's a Discord server where the members can chat and type back and forth with each other. My husband spends multiple hours on this game per day. I'm a stay-at-home mom to our 6-month-old daughter. My husband works 40 to 50 hours per week, sometimes less. I do nearly all the housework and childcare, which I only mention in case someone reading this thinks it's relevant. I'm already pissed off for her.
Well, I mean, I'm already like, why are you doing all of it? And he's
like, he doesn't help when he comes home. Like, why is he spending hours on the gaming and not helping?
Right.
I'm already mad. I was already mad.
Yeah.
Okay. So now to the actual issue. Through this game, my husband has met a few online friends, and these friends all talk about both their in-game lives and their home lives. Much like you would if you were meeting your friends every day to play Dungeons and Dragons. Okay?
Okay.
My husband has become especially close with this one woman. We'll call her B. Okay. My husband and B talk every day through Discord. My husband chats with her even when he's at work. I know this because I've seen their messages. They also voice chat with me in the room every day. B knows about me and our daughter and frequently asks how we're doing. In the game, however, their characters are dating.
Oh, no. No, I was trying to be the big person. I was trying to be understanding and people can have friendship. Nope.
No, already. That's exactly right. I was just like, oh, no. Fuck to the no. I was already pissed.
Yep.
Okay, glad I'm not the only psycho in this because I was just like, no. Okay, I think today I even saw them role play as being intimate.
Oh, hell no. Now you're virtually cyber cheating on me?
I will fucking stab a bitch. That bitch being my husband. That bitch being my husband.
I will create a character, go and kill both of you. And then maybe have consequences in real life. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But there's no way everyone's going on skates here.
Right? Typing this is so stupid and it's truly so embarrassing. Is this cheating? It feels like a roundabout way to cheat. I'm losing my mind here. Not to mention they could be saying more intimate things in the game. Since I only see their Discord chat that they I see in their Discord chat that they read each other's journals.
No. You mean no. Whoopings. Everyone's getting an ass whooping. No.
I'm like, I watch a lot of like murder shows. Just so you guys know. I have friends that will be complete alibis for me. Like I have people that will help me bury you. We're not doing that.
Absolutely not.
And guys, I can work the tears like that. Like I can make it look like a total accident. Like I've got this. I've got this. This isn't happening.
I'm smiling in my mugshot. I'm like, I did it. I 100% did it. He deserved it. This is why.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get caught. Is what I'm saying. I felt kind of odd about the relationship recently and spoke to my husband about it, who assured me that they're just friends and that there's nothing for me to worry about. It didn't necessarily make me feel better, but at least my feelings are known. Well, that's a post. If you read on, there's 2 updates. But before getting on to what happened next, I guess many people responded to the post and encouraged the person posting to have another conversation with her husband about what's going on. Okay. So they encouraged her, and she wrote back, so people told her he's literally sexting and having virtual text sex with another woman. It's worth discussing.
Absolutely.
Right? People commented as well, like, look, even if he doesn't view this as cheating, even if he feels it's 100% platonic about their friendship, and even if he is head over heels in love with you, you are allowed to tell him this makes you uncomfortable. Talk to him about it. Be clear that this makes you uncomfortable. Don't belittle yourself or your emotions when you tell him this. If he cares about you, he'll stop. If he doesn't stop, well, now you'll know he values his friendship with B over your marriage. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the first update on that story. Well, I decided to go through his phone where I found sex texts.
Sexting.
Sexting. Yeah, but you put sex between my husband and B, some of which my husband sent while he was at work. I woke him up while he was sleeping and we chatted for a few hours. At first, he seemed like he didn't think what he did was wrong. I can't stress enough that they were sexting in real life, not in character. I took screenshots of these messages.
I'm sorry. I'm still baffled by.
No, it went on way too long. This went on way too long.
No, but I'm flabbergasted. She had a conversation. She woke this man up and said, I want to have a conversation with you.
You would have just gone straight to the...
He would have woken up with me throwing hands because...
So she says, I was upset, very upset. I'm never angry. I usually beat around the bush, but I didn't. This time I told him this ends now or he doesn't have a wife anymore. I told him this would be the last time something like this happened or I'd be gone. I told him that if he values his family, he has to end this with B right now. He said he understood and it won't happen again. I told him he must allow me to be upset for as long as I need to and that he doesn't get to get snappy with me because of it. Within reason, I would never abuse, etc. I'm just not going to be my happy self for a while. Oh, sorry, guys. This thing glitched on me. And I lost my place. Okay. Anyhow, their messages are fucking burned into my retinas. I feel sick. I sent her a message saying that I'm his wife. She can have him. They've fucked up my family. I hate her and him and that I'm 6 months postpartum. And this is absolutely vile, especially because she knew me, has seen pictures of my daughter, hears her in the background with me, and is a mother herself. I'm sorry. See, that girl's already so in deep. She doesn't give a fuck. She does not give a fuck.
Not a single fuck.
Was that the most graceful thing to do? No, but it felt good. I know I shouldn't be mad at the other woman, but fuck, she fucking knew about me, our baby, and how I've been having a hard time. Times like these make me feel like there's no real love in the world. It makes me feel terrible about myself, about my weird postpartum body. It makes me feel like the world is such a hostile place. Her husband is a complete fucking dirtbag. I'm sorry. No. Not okay with that. I don't know if I'll be able to move past this or if this is the beginning of the end. For now, he agreed to do better and stated that he loves me and doesn't want to lose his family. We shall see. I'm still so angry. I want to share the gross text. Okay, so now we're going on to update number 2.
Okay.
Somehow he deleted the messages I sent her, telling her to back off before she even saw them.
No, she saw them.
He's on the way to work and they're on a goddamn Discord call. You can't make this shit up. Also, they may be texting now since they know I read Discord. B messaged my husband on Discord. I know you said to text you.
Wait, so didn't she say, you need to break it off. You can't have contact with this woman?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, let me not just do it via Discord. Let me actually call and text on my phone.
Yep.
Like I would not know how to get into his phone, but okay.
The audacity, like,
It's the not giving a single fuck about what you just told him.
mhm.
That's what it is. He does not care.
No, he doesn't, because he's already in this emotional affair with this lady.
Relationship.
Yeah, I mean, there have been like their little characters are fucking being intimate. Come on. Like, that's crazy. I'm so like, I want to kill this man, and I'm not even married to this man.
What the crazy thing is he's like he's conditioned her to think that behavior is okay. He's been having an emotional affair. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Do you have time to have a fucking whole relationship in a fucking game? Then you got time to spend time with our daughter. You got time to help cook. You have time to help clean. You can spend time in real life with your real family. The minute that you start having this relationship, even if it's platonic, even if it's like, it's gonna it's opening the doors to something else.
I'm
No.
like, I'm sorry, this game, like, you're not fucking playing this game anymore. I'm gonna fucking make myself a little virtual character. I'm gonna burn that whole fucking town down.
I'm bringing down the whole fucking thing down. Just the whole thing. Yeah.
So that you can't try to recreate. Like, no, she's been too forgiving. I'm sorry, but from the beginning, when he's already like having these Discord conversations, and like, I don't
Exactly.
know, I'm not comfortable with that. But
Yep.
then, hold on, I'll talk about it right now. I'm staying with my parents. Okay, because she goes on with her update.
Mhm.
I'm staying with my parents this weekend. I'm terrified to start over. I have exactly zero money, and all of this is massively embarrassing on top of everything. I know I shouldn't feel bad about myself, but I do, postpartum changed my body, and I don't know, maybe that contributed. I'm going to mope around for a day or so and then figure things out. Thank you for everyone on the update. I'll let you guys know when something notable happens. And then she says, then she updated like a small thing. She said, I don't even know if anyone's looking at this, but I left him. He said he wanted an open relationship, and I was just done. I said, I'm sad, lonely, and upset, numb, and I can't believe it came to this. So those are the updates. Those are all the updates. I was in, fucking murder.
Immediately.
You know, and I've talked about it on the show, like, I've had partners cheat on me, but was I married to them? No. So it was easy to be like, fuck you, we're done, right? But imagine being married and then
no, been there.
I just realized that. Sorry,
Hi.
Sorry, Marissa. I can't even imagine. I can't. I would murder.
But that's the thing, though, is I commend people who can be very trusting. I am clearly not, but it's because the signs were there. He was basically easing her into this concept of an open marriage.
Mhm.
Why are you having a fake life, a fake relationship outside of what you and I playing a game and being like, hey, I'm going to play a game. Yes, I chat with people. Yes, you build friendships. It happens. It's okay. But having a whole relationship with someone virtually and her being okay with that, that was a first, like, nope, shut it down. But he was easing her and manipulating her into thinking that was okay. And that's what I'm absolutely just angered by, is the fact that she didn't see it until it was too late. You know what I mean? Like, and the fact that this poor woman was 6 months postpartum, she just had a baby. Guys, having a baby, like, I love my children. I always preface this with I love my children, but my God, it sucks. It's the pits. No one tells you when they romanticize being pregnant and having kids and all of these things. It sucks. Your body sucks. Everything about it sucks. And, on top of that, to do something like that to a woman that's so vulnerable is absolutely cause for revolution and murder.
Adam put, she lost her man to a level 12 internet. Oh
no,
I know, that's so sad.
But also for the man, like, and I need a man's perspective here, so guys, please feel free to jump in the chat. Like, how is that okay? Like, you're losing a real woman in your life, in your home, for a
Because-
virtual one.
He's so wrapped up that he's not getting the attention that she's giving the child.
Right.
So if he's getting it from this person now, that he could give two fucks. I mean, obviously, he could give two fucks about his wife and his child. And what's even like, again, I've never had a child, so I can't really sit here, but like, I have a lot of female friends. I have a lot of family that have children, and the postpartum and stuff that happens after giving birth is wild. Like,
Yeah.
and then so like your body's fucked, your mind is fucked. And that's why I was like, I'm fucked up enough as it is. Thank you. I don't need to be, I don't need to be having children. But like, it's just
It's hard.
like you're in a fucked up headspace. You're just in this weird, like you feel horrible. And then to have your fucking husband do something like that, I'm telling you, murder. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I would, and then that's what I was going to say. I'm like, but is it a little hypocritical? Because like, say I start dating somebody, right? And like the station head chats that happen, like, but I've created a lot of friendships because of it. And I'm not going to stop these friendships because of it, but I'm also not flirting. I'm not having virtual text and sex with anybody.
That's what I'm saying. But you're not going to sex with someone when you're in a relationship, right?
Yeah. No.
I'm fucking breaking all your fingers. Like that's crazy. Like that is insane. But I don't know. I think it's one of those that I just don't understand the logic behind losing someone that's real in your life, tangible for something, for the perception or the attention that he's getting. To me, that's wild. And also, trash human being, the other woman that played into it, knowing that she was in this vulnerable area of her life and she's all up for it and she thinks that's okay. Fucking trash. Both of them trash.
I'm sorry. Women are like, we're our own worst enemy, man. Like, fuck. The things that women will do to get a man, for a man, I'm like, have them, girl. Like, if she's work. Yeah, the wife, like from the beginning when this happened, I would have been like, you either fucking stop playing this stupid game, you completely done playing this game, and stop talking to this person, or we're done. And if he didn't, I don't know, you can have him. He's garbage. I'm sorry.
Yep, absolutely.
And I know she said that she doesn't, she's like, she has no money, she has nothing. I'm like, no, girl, you have half of everything that he brought in because you are a stay-at-home mom with the 6-month-old baby.
Yeah.
You have money. You have money.
And if you murder him, you get 100% of everything.
I know, guys. I'm telling you. If I get married and my partner cheats, like I'm okay with murdering. I have a whole like plot. I know how it's gonna go down. Allegedly. I have people who are gonna give allegedly, yeah. I have people that'll give me alibi. I've got it down, guys. I've got it down. So
absolutely.
All right, Marissa. Let's get Miss Helen up on board. Let's play her little video, which, by the way, I'm a total slacker. I just realized I never fixed the title. The misspelling of it. Until right now. But I might never fix it just because it's funny as fuck. All right. Go ahead, Marissa.
All right, let's go into the video and then we'll get Helen up.
Hey, Helen, our dating queen. Here's all the tea about the dating scene. From rags to green, she's got the scoop on all the regrets of the morning after dating disaster. She's seen it all with Helen behind the mic. Your jaw will surely fall. So grab your headphones and lend an ear. It's Helen bringing the heat on. I hate it here.
All right, Helen, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're good. I don't know if you were tuned in the beginning of the show when I was talking about me like going through last month's show, like to pull clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. I mean, every month, Helen, every month with you is a fucking roller coaster ride.
Tell
this
me
little train just
about it.
goes off the rails. I was just like watching. I was just like, again, Helen left us with our jaws on the floor.
Yep.
So last time we left off with you last month, you had taken Polly out. You guys are now taking your niece into the Polly world, opening her eyes into the poly world, which I still like am clutching my invisible pearls. I'm sorry.
You guys are taking it. I presented it very horribly. I will admit. I
Okay,
presented
yes.
it horribly. No, she made a comment one time. Was like, I would love to go to a brothel and just interview people. I think they'd be fascinating. And so Polly's like, we should go. We should do this. And he's like, I want this for you. And like he goes into this deep dive and he's like, we're gonna take her, blah blah blah. This will be great. And then he's like, so she's bisexual, right? I'm like, no, why did you get that? He's like, well, she wants to go to a brothel. I'm like, yeah, because people are fascinating. Like, we are just naturally curious people.
Mm-hmm.
And so for the longest, he's like, but she's bisexual, right? I'm like, she's not.
Polly needs to slow his fucking roll. I'm about to fucking start putting red flags on Polly because
No,
relax,
sir. Why does he care? Why does he care? Like, sir, you got too many women to handle. You got a lot of Helen and a lot of your wife. Slow your roll, sir.
I know.
Slow your roll.
There
Yes.
was one point in the chat where he's like, I think my niece was like, you need another girlfriend or something. And I'm like, yeah, you should get another girlfriend. I'm like, I dare you to get another girlfriend. Then you're going to have less money to spend on me. You're going to have less time to play on your PlayStation. You're going to have less time to play Magic. You're going to have less time with your dogs. But you know what? Go get another girlfriend. He's like, damn, she knows me. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know you.
maybe he's got a virtual girlfriend like the guy we just.
Oh.
Maybe he's having a
Virtual?
little like, virtual sex with his
Virtual
little
sex?
with his little avatar with somebody else. Who knows?
No, I mean, he's allowed to, like, but,
He's allowed to have
but it's not happening. Like, you
avatar
guys-
sex. That's fine.
He's pretty nerdy.
Well, but he's a horny toad, so fucking.
He is,
I don't
he
know. All right, and then we also talked about your roommates.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, yes.
Let's
That's
circle back
so
to that
bad.
guy who's been in this world of ours for about a year.
Yeah.
First, when you guys tried to date, and then he ditched you, then hit you up for rent money, and then I guess he became unhoused within that time, and you felt bad for the little feller, and you took him in, and now he is your roommate, who is funneling money to the DR to a woman in the Dominican Republic so that she can get a BBL. Found out that she's got another man's over there. So
she's pregnant
took
now.
back his money.
Who's
she's
pregnant?
pregnant. Yeah, she's pregnant
Yeah.
from another man. So he's like, fuck you, I'm taking back my money. I will no longer be providing you with the BBL, but I will funnel it now to your bestie.
Like, in what world? And he was calling it revenge. He goes, this is how I'm going to get back to her. I'm
The
gonna
only
show
one
up
winning
one
is
day-
that bestie.
I know.
I'm going to show up next year with her bestie and be like, bitch, I got it for her. And I'm like,
What was he gonna be like? This could have been your ass. This could have been you.
yeah.
He's gonna have the bestie turn around and put his drink right on that ass and be like, this could have been you.
This could have been you.
Yep. So,
But I'm telling you, the only one winning is the bestie. For somehow flipping it, getting that money out, getting her little coin. She's got her plan. She's gonna get her BBL. She's gonna come over here, become a stripper, get her little green card,
To get
her
to
family
that
over
BBL.
here.
Yeah, get that BBL money back.
yeah.
and then go corporate. Which I don't think she should go corporate. I think she should just
Get sex out of here, girl. Don't do it.
just keep flaunting that BBL and make money with it. Like
Shake
let
that
that
ass,
be
girl. Shake
let
that
that
ass.
be your money. Let that be your moneymaker.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, Helen. So what do you got to bring with that? Like, what are you bringing to us today? I'm a little
Okay.
nervous. I don't know where we're
So-
going.
So we can either do real life updates or I can continue my loser roommate stories because just like that, it switched around.
Wait.
All right. Marissa's already intrigued. We got to go down the roommate.
I need
And
to
then
know
we'll
what the ass. Who's getting the ass? I need to know. Like, what is that?
I
Okay,
know.
So I think he told me like on a Saturday, right?
Mhm.
So he must have told me Saturday, and then so this was like before he was gonna go work. He was having dinner, and then he went out because he Ubers. He has a good income. He's just careless with it. So he has to Uber.
Is he still Ubering in his rental car?
Yes, in his rental car. And so I find out like on Monday or Tuesday that he met a girl while doing Uber, and he felt
Tale
bad.
oldest time.
And this is why we don't do Uber. We do Lyft, right? As women. So he felt bad because she got stood up on her date, and it was 2 a.m, and
She had a date at 2 a.m. Wait.
I'm like,
she had a
Sarah,
date
that was not a
earlier,
date.
and then she just kept going out and finally like decided to go home at 2 a.m. or got stood up
I
close
guess
to 2
they
a.m.
were
It was a
gonna-
booty call, and she got stood up,
It was
and he
probably
picked her up
a
at 2
booty
a.m. Oh, I
So-
need details.
Well, look, the amount of details I'm gonna throw at you, you're gonna forget about these other. What
Okay.
you need to know,
Okay.
Okay.
Keep going, okay? So he meets her like at 2 a.m. He goes, I felt really bad for her, so I took her out to eat. I took her to IHOP because it's the only thing open. I'm like, okay. And he goes, so we got to talking.
How romantic.
One thing led to another because he's a New Yorkan Dominican, and he's one thing led to another, and like this, like that, and I think I hooked up with her. I'm like, what do you mean you think? And he goes, well, but you know what? She's a mess. She's a mess. She's going through a divorce.
He's got his life together.
Yeah, because he's got his life together, being your roommate. Sure.
She's going
Driving
through
an
a
Uber.
really messy divorce, and her ex is really violent, and she's Venezuelan, and she doesn't have her papers, and he used to like totally just abuse her, but she never called the cops on him because he was working on her papers. And then but when she got abusive with him, because a girl gets toxica, he called the cops on her, so now she has a record and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? And he goes, so she has a restraining order against her ex-husband, and I just think that's just too much. I gotta work on myself, and I can't let that come into my life. I'm like, yeah.
Wow, he learned a lot about her over a Grand Slam dinner.
I was gonna say, what kind of fucking meal was that? Holy shit.
And a double stack of pancakes. Look at them. Just fucking know each other's history.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So a couple nights go by. I think like the weekend came by, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go Uber. And then I come to find out, yeah, he's Ubering, but he's still dating this girl. Well, he's still talking to her. He's helping her.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Helping her do what?
Get a BBL so that she can become a stripper and leave her husband.
So he's helping her because she needs to move out or something. Because
Oh no.
Because
if this bitch ends up at your house, I'm gonna be mad.
No. Okay. So he's like, I think he had to move her or something. You guys, the details are a little fuzzy right here because this happened like in November, right?
Okay.
And so he was like, I'm helping her, and and so I guess he helped her like move out or something. And then a week later, he's taking her to the courthouse to her court hearing with her divorce. But just wait for me right here at the gas station. I don't want him to see you with me, because I don't want him to get any violent with me or anything.
Well, why doesn't she just hop in the back and say she's Uber?
Yeah.
So he
Just
waits.
hop in the back seat.
Look, you guys, the amount of gymnastics that go through these stories is just insane. So supposedly either the judge didn't have the hearing because her attorney didn't show up, and now she's like, now I have to prolong this, blah blah blah. And then she's just stressed and crying, and then she goes, and I think he saw where my car is. I feel like he's been at my house and blah, blah, blah. He said some things and I think he's stalking me. And he goes, well, you know, let's help you do something, you know, whatever. And then like a few hours later, the cops show up to her house because the car she just recently bought, the guy who sold it to her murdered someone.
He murdered his wife because she was having avatar sex on a game. Her name is B.
She's like, I can't do this. My life is over. And you know, she's like going on and on. He goes, so, you know, I'm going to help her out. So I'm going to get my car ready for her. You know, the one he hasn't registered? And he gave her his car. You guys, I can't make this shit up. He
gave her the car while he's renting a car to Uber.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
how great is this punani? Like, she must be doing all sorts of gymnastics that I'm too lazy to do.
So then I find out
I got in a free car. Let me tell you guys that much.
So here's the thing. I live in the suburbs, right? I don't live in the city. And I live to the suburbs to the north of Salt Lake City. Well, homeboy works in the suburbs south of Salt Lake City. So it's an hour commute for him to work. So he had told me, hey, if I move in with you, I'm going to go in to work early. Can you take my daughter to school since she's in your district? And I'm like, sure, I can drop her off at the bus station she's been taking. And then, you know, I'll just give her a ride. He's like, okay. So that's what I was doing. And then he was going to pick her up. So half the time she has to take the train up here. And it's just like a big deal, right? And me trying to get her. And sometimes I'm like, I am spending so much time running.
Wait, time out. How old is the daughter?
15.
And he couldn't have saved that fucking car for his daughter, who's going to be driving in a year or a couple months. Oh, fuck this guy.
And
Okay.
why are you dropping her off and picking her up and doing all of these things?
Well, the deal was I was just going to take her to school. And he was going to go into work early so that he can get off in time to pick her up from school. But, you know, more often than not, I'm the one picking her up. Because, he went into work late. So now me and the daughter start, and she's been really quiet. She puts on her headphones, and she's with her headphones the whole car ride. Like, she just doesn't talk to me at all. And then she's like, I'm like, what do you think about this? She goes, do you know how old she is? I go, no, how old is she? She's 24. And I'm like, la verga. So he's 40 something and she's half his age and with 2 kids. And then I find out the kids are like 1 and 3. And he's spending more time helping the girlfriend now with her kids. And then because of this murder or whatever, she sells the car. She ends up finding a new apartment because she just can't, because the ex must know where she lives, whatever. And she moves south. So she's closer to his work, but farther from us, right? So he's spending all this time with her, and his daughter is just hanging out with me. And I'm like, this isn't how this works. Like, your daughter hasn't lived with you for 15 years. And now you decide that you need to help someone else out. I'm like, you need to spend more time with your daughter. I spend time with her, but she doesn't talk. I go, it doesn't matter. You got to spend time with her, you know?
He's like, I'm putting money aside so when she turns 16, she can get a BBL.
Homegirl does not need one. She's beautiful, right?
No, I'm just...
But yeah, he's like, no quinceañera for you. My new girlfriend, my new girl toy needs this, right? So he starts spending all this time with her, like just all the time. I'm on a podcast. You gotta go. Sorry, I have my daughter today.
Oh, no.
So no, we were good.
Okay.
So So he's spending all this time with her, and then they're going so he's spending all this time with her, and his daughter's like, what the hell, And so he FaceTimes his family every Sunday. And so now I'm there, and then I'm talking to his sister, and I'm like, hey, can you check your brother? Because he's not spending time with his daughter. He has this new little girlfriend. Like, you need to tell him to calm down. And so, and then they call another sister, and we're all on FaceTime together. And I'm like, you guys need to check him. You can't be doing that. You need to take care of your daughter. And so I'm like, okay, I got people on my side, right?
And where is his family?
His family, so in New York, in DC, like just all over.
Okay.
Yeah. And
wait,
so
how did you end up in the group chat with them?
Oh no, he just is on FaceTime, so it's on speaker, and I'm in the kitchen, and he's in the kitchen, so I'm like, hey, we gotta talk.
Okay.
I just include myself. It's my house.
Okay.
Pushes him out of the way, and she's like,
Okay. Okay, fair.
So then we come to find out that so he's like forcing a relationship with his daughter and this girl, and his daughter's not having it, She's like, this is stupid, and she like throws fits at her house and just acts super emo and teenagery, and I'm all for it, right? So he ends up, they're dating all the time, but now I don't even see him spend the night here, like for a few days at a time. And I'm like, bro, you can't just like not spend time here. This is your daughter. I told you I'd help you taking her. I'm not going to help bring her back anymore. That's on you. Mm-hmm. I go, that's on you. And we need
wow, this guy.
He's like,
I
know.
Didn't we see the red flag when he over a year ago, Helen?
Yeah.
But you still brought him into your home.
But he's been paying me, right? So he's paying me. He's been giving me grocery money. Like, I'm like, okay, like I can be home more. And I was staying home more. I was just cooking a lot. And so we come and we're like having a great day with his daughter. We went grocery shopping. It was a Sunday. And he calls us, what are you guys doing? Let's go get something to eat. We're like, where are you? Oh, I was doing Uber. We're like, okay, but it's like 10 in the morning. He's like, yeah. He shows up with the girls, 2 little girls, because she's a hairdresser and she has appointments all day. So he's going to babysit her kids. And I'm like, what about your own child? I go, did you bring these kids so your daughter can babysit them? I go, that's what it sounds like. And you're being an asshole about it. No. Half an hour later, he leaves the house with the girls. And I'm like, first of all, they've been dating for a few weeks. It hasn't even been a month. Has not even been a month. And this girl is just letting her 2 little girls with a stranger? Oh, hell no. Like, when he moved into my house, I had to talk with my daughter. And I asked my daughter first, are you okay with these people living with us? Because he had known my daughter. Like, we had gone out to eat a few times. She goes, yeah. I go, okay, these are the rules. If they move in with us, you can never, ever, ever, ever stay in the house alone with them. You always, if I leave, you leave with me. I go, you never go behind closed doors. All the doors have to stay open. Everything's in the living room. Like, we went through extensive training, right? And so, but this lady's just like, yeah, take my kids. Like it's nothing. And I'm like, oh no. Ends up that he was dating her for about a month. And then I am to my wit's end, because not only am I taking care of his daughter all the time, he has a dog that is terrorizing my dogs. Absolutely. My one dog, the dog that was just on screen,
I don't get this.
Had her tail in between her legs all the time. Hated it. Because he had this big English bulldog, and my dogs are little 14-pounders, and this dog was like 50 pounds. I think he broke my other dog's legs because my dog was like limping, and I'm like, oh, I am done, right? So I am getting ready to kick him out, right?
You haven't kicked him out yet?
No.
And what do you mean you think you broke your dog's leg? You didn't take the dog to the vet?
I did.
Oh.
Okay.
and the vet did some things. He goes, this happens a lot with dogs, like their ligament or something. I still think it's from the dog. He can't say why it happens, but it happens a lot with the dogs.
Okay.
But yeah, so, and he goes, she'll get better like within 3 to 4 months. And here are some pain meds for your dog. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, okay, so this dog is peeing everywhere.
Oh, fuck no. No.
Like everywhere.
Like it just keeps getting worse, Helen. The story just keeps getting worse.
Yes, okay. But this whole time I'm like, I am making good money right now that's reliable in the time that it's about to not get like, I'm just like,
it's not worth the like insanity that's ensuing.
Okay, so I came to that conclusion and I was like, I can't with this anymore, right? So I spent Thanksgiving with Polly and his wife, right? Mm-hmm. So I wasn't home for a few days, and when I show up with my daughter, because I went to go pick up my daughter before I went home, I show up and the house just reeks, and just all over the house. Like that dog was peeing on my table, like that was a spot. Ruins my floors by the couches, and it's just like I'm done. And so I was keeping my calm. I don't like to be reactive. I try to be as calm as possible when I bring up like a situation. And so I was just keeping it in. But I was cooking and they were there. They were like trying to joke around about how their Thanksgiving went, whatever. And I trip on the dog. And this dog is constantly there and I'm constantly tripping on it. And I'm like, ugh. So I walk into the pantry. I'm already mad. I trip over the dog. I'm just mad. Then like 10 minutes later, I trip over it again. And I'm like, I can't. I go in Spanish, full toxica. And I'm like, I don't care what you do with your dog, but this dog doesn't stay here. You can leave with it if you want, but it doesn't stay here past 5 days.
No, girl, leave with the dog. Like, what do you mean you gave him an option to stay?
Still needed the money, you guys. It still needed the money. You guys, this desperate times, okay?
Helen,
I'm looking at my bank account. And Helen, I am like struggling because like my second income hasn't been that great, right? So I'm like, fuck. And so I'm like, okay. So that would happen like Saturday morning. He kept his dog he locked his dog up in his room. That dog didn't come out until Sunday afternoon. I had already and it's because it was making so much noise. His daughter let the dog out.
Yeah.
And
so now he's abusing the fucking animal.
Now he's abusing the animal. So by Monday, I'm like, hey, your dog doesn't have any food, and I don't think your daughter has fed your dog.
And all that time and all the no. Oh, hell no.
Because on Monday,
murder
attacked my dogs when I was feeding them. But I was like, I'm done feeding your dog, And then he's like, oh, okay, I'll go get some food. This guy left Saturday morning. He didn't come back till Tuesday morning.
No.
And I was like, he walked in and it was, and I still remember because it was 5:30 in the morning and it was during December when it's my busy month. So I'm just like constantly working on inventory. I'd wake up at 4 a.m. to work on inventory because I couldn't stay up late. I would go to bed at 9 because I put my daughter to bed. And then there's people downstairs. I can't work. I need to be working when there's no one to distract me, right? Mm-hmm. So I just go to bed like early and I'd wake up between 2 and 4 in the morning and just work my ass off, right? And so he shows up at 5:30 and I remember really specifically. And he goes, so where do you think I should take my dog? Like I'm his secretary or something, right? And oh my gosh. And I'm like, you know what? I go, I don't care what you do with your dog, but by the end of the month, you need to be gone from here. I go, I don't want you in this house anymore. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh. What I forgot to tell you guys is like,
shit, there's more.
Yeah. the week before, I was getting ready to tell him I'm done. And so on Friday night, I had gone out with Polly. And then on Saturday morning, I was going to tell him, or it was Saturday night and Sunday mornings. I don't remember the day, but I had spent the night at Polly's. And then he called me and he goes, hey, I was in an accident. I'm in the hospital. Can you come and pick me up? I was like, oh my God, I have to go pick him up from the hospital. He fractured his vertebrae and he's in a brace. And I'm like, I can't kick him out like this, right?
Yes, you can.
When all of this, so this was like a week before, when all of this was happening, his girlfriend broke up with him. Left him. And I'm like, what about your car? He ended up getting his car back. And I ended up kicking him out. And by the way, when I kicked him out that weekend, that Thanksgiving weekend, he got into another accident with another rental car. And he was just laughing about it. I'm like, doesn't that ruin it? He goes, no, I have insurance through Uber. I'm fine. I'm like, he was falling asleep at the wheel because he was never sleeping. And I'm
Because
like,
he's busy picking up girls at 2 a.m. and taking them out for grand slams.
yes. And so he finally moved out mid-December.
Okay.
And I was so relieved. But I didn't even put up my Christmas tree because I'm like, the dog's going to pee on my tree. Like, I didn't put up Christmas. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to put up Christmas.
No, Helen. Like, no amount of money is, like, it's not even necessarily that it's, that you didn't put up Christmas, and that should be something for your daughter.
Exactly.
Like,
I know.
That Christmas, like, those memories got robbed from your daughter, and that's not okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I helped my ex put up Christmas at his house.
It doesn't matter. She's got 2 homes. She shouldn't. No, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
No, I'm so livid. I am so livid.
Oh, I know. But they're out of my life completely. and so he got into an accident. Like, in a few days, he had found another girlfriend. And he wasn't wearing his brace because, he might. And I'm like, what does that mean? How are you going to get better? Like, I'm more worried about him than he is. And I'm like,
why are you worried about him? I'm still trying to figure out why you're.
I'm too kind-hearted, you guys. I'm too kind-hearted. It's a trauma that was inflicted me by the cult I lived.
Helen, whenever you need someone to tell someone no, you can always call me and be like, bitch, no. Okay? Easy peasy for me. Not a problem.
Marissa can she'll easily hop on a flight, go to Salt Lake, kick some ass, and then fly back that same day.
Fly back the same day to pick up my kids from school. Hell no.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Helen, had you just really perfected your dominatrix skills, we wouldn't have been here. If you were not giving away those services for free,
full circle.
This would have never happened.
Look, if we want to talk about that, I have an update.
On your dominatrix? Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, yes. Oh, fucking hell.
I love dominatrix, Helen.
Remember, I had Snapchatted him. So we started Snapchatting each other.
Snapchatting who? You Snapchat a lot of people.
Yeah.
Penis Cage is back. Oh, shit.
God damn it. My fucking Amazon is going to be fucked for a little bit. I just know.
Amazon recommendations.
So look at what we picked for you.
Helen does not get rid of that roster. She just benches them and then brings them back up. Like, that's wild. They always come back up. These stories
always full circle every time.
She recycles. So
let's not recycle this one fucking loser.
Content.
Okay, guys. So we're going into overtime. I just looked at the fucking time. We're going into overtime on this show. For those who do not know, Helen decided to give dominatrix lifestyle a try, right? Yes. She decided to put her little feet, dip her toes to see what happened. She met She met this guy who, I'm gonna say it was like the United Colors of Bennington around that time. Remember, it was a lot of different flavors.
Yeah.
And this gentleman wanted you to tell him where, when, how, and he's the one who offered up the penis cage.
Yeah.
And we all did not know what a penis cage was. I mean, I really didn't. That's when we were on Station Head. We went to a song. We all Googled, and now we'll never look at slinkies the same way again.
Ever again.
No.
Let me tell you, my son had a slinky, threw that bitch right out. I was like, no, sir.
You don't know what he's using it for behind those closed doors. That goes out.
We'll never find out. There will never be a slinky in my household.
All right, Helen. So get us up to speed with penis cage guy.
So he was someone who was looking for a femdom, right? Like someone who would dominate him. And I was telling him
sorry, I'm typing.
I was telling him to like he has to think of me, but he can't touch himself. And you know, things like of that nature. So we're Snapchatting now, right? And of course, like I say a few sentences and they're always hard, you know, and I'm just like, okay. And so we're flirting back and forth.
We're making challenging for Helen.
we're flirting.
She needs banter in this new
And he is actually from California. So he must have swiped on me when I was in California in August. But when I checked on those things, I deleted everyone from California, but he happened to be in Utah at the time. So I kept him, and that's why we were chatting. So we're going back and forth, and he's like, I love what you do to me, but I'm in California, you're in Utah. I don't think this is gonna work. And you've already told me you're dating someone, and I have nothing against that. You already have your hands full. I'm like, no problem. I go, this was fun, regardless. It was fun, you know, whatever. So,
you're like, with a dollar amount, I can totally find time for this.
Well, that's
like
what
my
I was
hands
thinking.
can free up real quick.
That's what I was thinking. So I'm like, okay, because I had only teased him. I didn't go full dom on him, you know? So I was like, okay, whatever. So then come Saturday, we start chatting. He's like, oh, I think on Friday he told me, I don't think this should work, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I'll respect your decision, whatever. Sunday comes and he's like, I can't stop thinking about you. I'm in Utah. Is there any way we can meet? Now, you guys, I have had a full weekend that was very busy. With many excursions, and I'm like, yeah, I can do that.
Helen, how do you find the time, woman?
Look, my house isn't clean.
I mean,
And we eat peanut butter and jelly, okay?
Oh my god.
Not true. I made sloppy joes today per my doctor's request. So I go, fine, let's meet. I'm just leaving Polly's house. I'll meet you at 7 at this bar. And Polly is like, I need to know every detail. Go have fun. I'm like, got it.
So supportive. So supportive.
So supportive. And then he's like, I'm gonna stay here doing laundry. I'm like, you do laundry, you know. We go through a lot of laundry in his home. So I meet up with this guy. This guy is 6'2". He's a ginger, you know, and ever since I watched Homeland, you know, I have a thing for a ginger. And and the weather was warm enough that I could wear a cute little dress. And let me tell you guys, the confidence I had in that first encounter was insane. Like, I was like, oh yes. And I was just like totally just teasing him the whole time. He shows me the keys to the cage.
He brought the cage?
He brought it, you guys.
Through airport security?
How did you get that through TSA? What the fuck?
Well,
He has
must
no
check his
shame.
bag.
He had no shame in his game.
And so we're talking, chatting. And then finally, I'm like, I go, maybe we should go to a car or something. And maybe I'll let you make out with me. He's like, let's go.
And all this is still for free?
Well, I'm trying to get a gig out of this, okay? It's like cocaine. The first
Well, when you've given it for free, like, you're not a drug dealer, Helen. You're not giving him
sample.
leave
No,
me
girl.
alone. You guys are judging me too much. I'm not going to share my stories anymore.
No, we just want you to make money. We want you to profit,
Get that
babe.
coin.
Anyways, we get to his car and he shows me the actual penis cage. It's not on him, but he had it. He knew he was going to show it to me. And then we made out. We may have played with hands. And but I decided I don't have time for this. So we left it at that. So I just had an update. That was it.
Well, goddamn.
Well, that was a roller coaster ride.
As it is always.
I mean, and he just took his little penis cage back to California.
Mm-hmm.
That must
got
have
a
been
free-
a bad ride back to the hotel, dude.
No, it wasn't. He got a free makeout and touchy session out of it.
Yeah.
He brought a penis cage, girl. He was not there just to make out and touch some boobs and ass, let me tell you. There with his whole penis cage, so.
Yeah, so it was fun.
Wow.
Well, we love that for you.
Yeah, but that was the whole angle. I was gonna try to get money out of this, and then
No, Helen. Helen, did you not watch the video I sent you on the pay pigs?
Oh yeah, I have. It's a lot of work.
It is, but no. But you don't have to necessarily take it exactly like how she's giving it to you, right?
Yeah,
Like create, but like you're giving shit away for free is the whole thing I'm trying to get to. Like,
Yeah.
how are you ever gonna like get there when you're just?
I know. You know what? Here's the thing. It's the first time I'm really playing around with this, So it's like, I don't even know if I'm good. But like, obviously, I should just know my worth.
Miss Foxy's a fucking whore, just giving it out for free. Miss Foxy needs to get that coin.
Yes, she
Look,
does.
the whole time we were at the bar, it was yes, mistress. Yes, mistress. Like, he was.
That's cosplaying.
Oh, I know.
No, I know, but I'm saying like, no, I'm not. You're not calling me Miss Mistress without some coin.
That's gonna cost you X amount. Yes, ma'am. Every single time, because who gives a shit if you're good or not? You'll figure it out, but with money in your pocket.
Yeah. Anyways,
Helen.
it was a fun little experience, and god damn it, am I creating content for you guys?
I mean, we're not pushing you to do any of this, Helen. Just letting the audience
Establish that.
and everybody know that we do not. I'm like, Helen, if you ever like need to just not come on here, we're okay with it. There's plenty of content out there. Helen's doing this on her own, guys. We're not out there pimping her out for these stories. Let's be 100. Let's put that out there, Helen.
Let's talk about this. I think I should start getting paid for this.
Yeah, I'll give you the exact amount that I'm getting, girl, and that's nothing. So we're partners. We're partners in the world of nothing.
partners.
Oh my God, Helen. Helen, be careful though. Just meeting up some of these people.
Okay.
Yes, please.
And letting them move in with you and like recycling. Like maybe we need, like, once they hit the bench, they're just done. Like, you cut them off the team. Like, we got to stop recycling some of these people.
You guys.
We love how eco-friendly you are, but some of these don't deserve a second life, babe. They don't. We love an eco-friendly girly. We do. But
An eco-friendly queen, but no.
Yeah. But there's lots going on in my life. There are lots of other avenues that I get paid, and so yeah, we're good. We're good.
So that being said, everybody, help a bitch out. Go buy a sign.
yes, please.
Don't make me work.
Go, help a bitch out. Give her like, go order a sign for your mom, for your sister, for yourself. Like,
Mhm.
You guys want a titty pic? Send me $20.
Mr. R always coming in with these fucking names. I love it. Like he's a branding genius.
He is.
All right, Helen. Be safe out there.
Yes.
I'm like flabbergasted. Like I'm tired from like the roommate to this. Like it really
to digest what happened. Like there's a lot that happened.
That's exactly it. That is exactly it, Chappie. Roller coaster. We're all
Look, when you have your next show on Station Head, Erica, and there's a chat, I have more updates there. But yeah.
okay. Something has to stay behind a paywall. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something
which will be
stays
tomorrow.
on the table.
I'll be on tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Because you totally threw me off my game last time when you came in with the updates. Last month, I forgot I was fucking doing a show. I was just letting the music run because I was busy in the chat.
You had us all in a chokehold where I jumped into Station Head. I've never done that.
I know. So don't worry, Erica. I am listening to your show. So when you are talking, I don't chat. So I wait for you to finish and then I'll be and again.
Oh my God, Helen. Well, we'll see what happens in that chat tomorrow. But we will see you back here next month with more wild tales.
Yes.
From the life of Helen, which I don't know. We're all just like exhausted.
It's a bottomless pit. It's a bottomless pit. Let's just do it.
We're all just exhausted right now. We all just need to go to bed.
Yeah. No, girl, I need to go sit in my shower a little bit and digest everything that happened and then go to bed.
All right, Helen, we love you. Thank you for always being so open, inviting us into your crazy life. Greg, I mean, we give you a lot of shit, but Helen, thank you for putting it out there and spilling the beans again, because you'd have to waterboard some of this shit out of me.
No, but 100%. We love you. We want the best for you. And although we give you shit, we absolutely adore you. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Stop moving people into your fucking house.
Yeah.
All right.
No more.
That's it. We're good. All right. We'll see you. We'll see you next month, Helen. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, Marissa.
Woo! That was a roller coaster ride.
I mean, that's an understatement.
I feel like there's got to be a next level. Like, you know how I feel? Remember when we went to Disney and we got into that ride that we didn't know was going to happen?
The tower, the Galaxy ride, which used to be the Tower of Terror. And I don't know why we thought it was going to be a 3D ride. I don't know who lied to us. And we got on the fucking ride. That was the first ride of the day that day. And we all peed our pants and I cried a little.
I think we all walked in silence for a good 10 minutes before we started conversating again. So.
And this is it.
Yep.
This is it. I cried a little in this story. I might have peed a little. Exactly like it. You're right, Marissa. All right, guys. Well, that wraps it up. I mean, what more can we say?
Nothing to be said. But thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Helen, once again, thank you. We love you. And we'll catch you here next Thursday. We're going to be back with our original I Hate It Here show. But Erica, you're going to be doing your Erica's playlist tomorrow on Station Head, right? So you want to tell us?
I'll be back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Central. Figure it out on your time zone. And yeah, I mean, Helen's going to hijack the chat. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Updates there. Updates in Erica's playlist. So thanks, everyone. Have a great day. We'll catch you here next time.
Bye.
Discussing printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You chose a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erica and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears. Erica and Marissa, I have seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall balls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here, so grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erica and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears.